welcome to another installment of our guest speaker series by Moonshot Jr., where we're committed to transforming curious minds. Today we have with us KD Gulko, who will be talking about live streaming technologies, specifically Twitch and other ones as well, maybe. So this is a really relevant topic because if you think about it, a lot of, especially considering COVID-19 and all, a lot of people's work has kind of shifted online, and a lot of those people have taken up live streaming, especially on platforms like Twitch. And why that is, like, Twitch is a, if you don't know, Twitch is a live streaming platform. Like, it's kind of like YouTube, but then it's mostly for live videos. And there's a couple of video on demands as well. So it's basically where people stream their video games, or their even like companies stream their new product launches and stuff, and tournaments, and even just like talking to their subscribers and all. People prefer Twitch for that. So this is a really relevant topic considering what we're going through currently. And before I hand it over to Katie today, I would just like to talk a bit about our offerings. So, with a vision of transforming curious minds, we at Moonshot Jr. aspire to empower young innovators to explore entrepreneurship and innovation and provide them with a unique product development experience. So, the Innovator program follows a STEAM based curriculum through and through. And what this means is basically everything that you experience has a touch of STEAM learning into it. And starting from ideating a product to understanding what kind of resources go into creating that product, and then eventually launching that product on e commerce platforms like Amazon and eBay. This is the journey that you go through. It is very interactive and it's outcome driven. Currently, we are available in 13 countries and counting, and we focus on combining science, technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship skills throughout the Innovator program. At Moonshot Jr., apart from our other product offerings, these group sessions that you attend on Saturdays and Sundays are organized to spark your interest and provide you with an overarching idea of future forward STEAM based topics like AI, robotics, arts, design, and more. Just a couple of instructions before we get started. If you have any questions, you can raise your hand and we can take up your questions. If you want to type out your questions, you can click on the Q&A tab. Alternatively, you can also use the chat box for asking questions. If KD asks you something, if you have something to say, please use the chat box. And just so you know, this session is being recorded, so you can access it later on our website at www.moonshotjr.com/webinars. Lastly, if you want to personally ask your question, we can enable your voice. And for that, you will have to give access to your microphone. So if you're joined in from a tablet or a phone, that should be a little microphone icon on the bottom left corner of your Zoom tab. Or if you're on a PC or a laptop, it should say audio settings on the bottom left corner. Yeah, I think that's about it. So I will hand it over to you now, Katie.
Awesome. Thank you, Mahir. It is so great to be here. And I see we have a lot of attendees. Very exciting. So before I start, I just want to get a pulse of who's here and what your experience is with streaming technology. So I would love to see a show of hands of those people here that have ever either um, watched a Twitch streamer or are already streaming themselves. So please raise your hand if you, even if you know what Twitch is, if you've heard of it, if you have um, seen anybody do it, subscribe to anybody's channel or follow anybody's channel. So we have 3 people.
Mhm.
4
Or
people. 4. We have 4. Okay. Wonderful. So this is good. This will be very informative. All right. So I'm going to start. I'm going to share my screen with you so you can kind of follow along on my PowerPoint. just to give you basics, I got very interested in Twitch streaming through my children and have been instrumental in being involved in Twitch through a Twitch streamer who's actually here with us today. So if you all have any questions that are not able to answer, he may be able to answer for you. But I'll introduce him a little bit later. So just to give you an idea what Twitch is, and Mahir actually talked a little bit about it earlier. And it's really a live streaming platform for gamers and other lifestyle casters that supports building communities around a shared and streamable interest. I apologize. I have, of course, a garbage truck right outside my window. It never fails. Um, so the other thing too to understand is that Twitch is really, really popular with gaming. So people that are playing Minecraft, Fortnite, lots of popular games out there are using Twitch as a platform to share their love and passion. But there is also another area that is really sort of not as popular, and that is, as Mahir was saying, it's sharing a passion. And we'll get into more of that later, but it's live. And that's the difference between primarily live, the difference between, say, Twitch and YouTube. Now, I'm assuming everybody here has heard of YouTube and has seen something on YouTube. If you haven't, I'd like you to raise your hand. Is there anybody that has not seen YouTube? I can't actually really see. Oh,
Uh,
here's
yeah.
participants. There we go. Okay. Karen has not. Okay. So YouTube is a platform where people can create videos or upload videos to a channel and then get subscribers, and the subscribers will get notifications when your when the channel has uploaded a video. So that's more, you're able to access those videos anytime, and you'll get people coming periodically. Now, Twitch streaming is live, so that is the primary difference. There are some differences, but we'll stick with that. So anyway, we're going to move on. So um, I guess the question to be posed right on the onset is, why would you want to be a Twitch streamer? What purpose would you have for doing this? And there are a lot of different reasons, but some of the top ones would be you want to just connect with a community based on your passion or hobbies. So, for example, you're really passionate about, say, Minecraft, and you want to connect with other people who have that same passion. You want to turn your subject of interest into like a social experiment. You want to see what kind of interest this is going to be. You want to be able to talk to other people. And this can be gaming or non. This can be about, say, your interest in learning how to create, um, artificial intelligence or robots or things that Moonshot Jr. actually excels in. And you want to share it with people, and you want to have a community um, to share ideas with, to actually express things back and forth with your community. You want to generate excitement. Say you have an event or a project or a nonprofit, or you want to get people involved in a cause. This is an excellent platform as well. And like I said, you have a cause that needs attention. And also, it's just fun. It's really fun to just be able to connect, to play, to have a great time with other people, and especially in the time of COVID, because I really think that we have some real challenges in connecting with people, and this is a great way to do it. and it's just a little different. This is, 21st century, and we've got to move with the times. Um, so now we're going to talk about, how you can launch a Twitch channel. Okay. So you need to be at least 13 years old to be able to launch it. You do also have to have your parents' permission if you are under 18. Between 13 and 18, you have to have their permission to be able to set that up. You set it up with an account with an email address. And you want to have a great Twitch username. You want something that is memorable, that is not, um, Fortnite Gamer 27592, because that's not memorable. People are not going to have that in the back of their mind. You want something that's you're going to be able to use and grow with and enjoy as you get older. So, you don't want to, epic Pokemon gamer username if you're done with Pokemon and you're stuck with it, but you have followers. So you really want to make sure that it's something that's going to grow with you. So you're gonna use either a gaming console or another device like a PC, and you'll be able to find where you can sorry, where you can broadcast on that. You're gonna select something to play. We're gonna focus primarily on gaming right now because that's the most popular, but we'll talk a little bit about other areas. But you want to find something to play that you can enjoy and that you really really like, and then start streaming. So that sounds super easy, right? Well, we have a lot more to cover. I mean, if it was that easy, then I would say, okay, we're going to end the stream. Goodbye. Have a uh, great time, and good luck. But that's not true. So we are going to talk a little bit about more types of things that are out there and that people are streaming. So, um, this is really, really important because there are a lot of games out there that people are streaming, very popular games. Minecraft, Fortnite, Among Us, those are the top ones right now. And they are going to oh, how old do you need to be? 13 years old. Laksh was asking, you have to be 13 years old. So the popular games are the ones that are going to be geared towards games that are like esport games, games that have a really, really wide audience, a really the upside of them is you're going to have people that are going to be interested based on the topic, based on the game that you're playing. However, you're also in competition with a whole lot of other people, and a lot of other people that are actually maybe better at playing those games. Those games are going to attract people that are interested in learning more about those games, how to play better, tips and tricks about playing, say, Minecraft. And it's fine. However, you're going to have a lot of competition, and it's people that are actually professional gamers. So another aspect is looking at streaming games that you actually enjoy playing. Um, maybe some retro games like Mario Kart or Tetris, or games that are just something that is fun. Roblox is a great one because there's a lot of different games, and you'll find a game that you play and you love playing, and maybe you're really good at it and you have some great ideas on how to help people be good at it, and they can join you. And it brings in a following that's very, very dedicated. Now you won't get the wide, you won't get the the amount of followers that you might get in a different game, but you have more loyalty, and you have a greater sense of community. But there's also streaming without video games. There's just chatting. There's cooking, tech, crafts, ASMR. Now that's a really big one. To each their own. Um, for me, I'm actually thinking about starting um, a channel that is more like along the lines of building and like a Lego channel, or even building a Raspberry Pi and just kind of doing it with viewers, and or some Arduino projects that I'd like to do. And so I'm contemplating that and kind of thinking about creating some kind of building, because within gaming too, you can talk about, there's coding channels where if you want to learn how to code, you can just jump on uh, a live stream that somebody, and you'll have some interaction, hopefully. So those are some great different types of streaming that you want to think about and really understand what it is that you're passionate about. So you also want to understand who your audience is. Is this going to be family friendly? You want to play nice chill games? You want to or do you want to do some hardcore gaming like Arsenal or Fortnite's a really big teaming games. You want to be able to have other streamers join you? What is your demographics? Is it your age? Do you want young kids? Do you want adults? um what types of players? Do you want an international group? You got to think about that. You're looking at men versus women. I'm interested in a lot of craft type stuff, so I'm probably going to appeal to women. Community engagement, if you really want to create an environment that's really warm and welcoming, opening to certain communities like the LGBTQIA communities, or uh, uh, people that are experiencing different types of experiencing during COVID. You could talk about what it's like to do distance learning and be able to have just talking to people, and they can talk to you and you can vent your frustrations about it, what have you. But you want to kind of understand who your audience is. So, and here's some questions to ask yourself, and because it's really important, what am I passionate about? What really brings me joy? What do I love doing? Because your audience is going to know if you are not enjoying yourself. What can I uniquely bring to this platform? What is it that I that's special about me? Is it that you are a really, really, really good gamer? Is it that you like to talk to people? Is it like that you're able to really connect with people? Is it that you have something, important that you want to share with people, that you want to bring to your audience? Sometimes you have resources that you can offer people. You have connections. You know, um, you have the ability to share things that um, with other people that you think that could really help them. And then, what do I need to do this? What setup do I need? What do I need? Am I going to do a face cam? Am I not going to do a face cam? Do I need, if I want to do a cooking show, do I need multiple cameras? Do I want to have, or maybe I'm an artist and I just want to talk to people and draw. And so maybe I need like a camera above me so they can see my artwork, or this is all stuff to consider throughout. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to have the absolute most perfect setup and you have to have all the answers to start streaming. But it's a good thing to start with before you do, because then you can really create a brand and a platform that can move forward. So let's talk a little bit about equipment, because people are like, "Oh my God, live streaming, that's intimidating. What do I need? What kind of what can I do? How do I do this? So, you kind of have to understand what's your budget. Maybe you have no budget, and that's totally fine. Um, you know, you have a platform. So you can stream off of Xbox, you can stream off a PlayStation. And then for those of you who want to have no restrictions, you can stream off a PC. At this point in time, it's really, really not, you're not able to stream off of a Mac. It has to be PC. You might not need some other equipment. You may not either, as well, excuse me, but video cameras like a face cam, some audio gear. You could use a green screen. You could use a deck, a switcher, or a stream deck, which is that picture right there. And that just kind of helps you to move to different various video channels and audio. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that later. But so those are some things that you might need. You don't have to have them to start. Again, this is something that the stream that I'm involved with is with a streamer called Soldier Boy 26. He's here. His name's Harvey, and he streams off of an Xbox. He has a laptop that he um, looks at his chat, and that's it for now. And he does great. And it's a very different type of stream than somebody who has um, thousands and thousands of followers and hundreds of people that join per stream. And so he's able to connect with people and doesn't need all this equipment. So again, you have to think about what kind of stream you want to have, what is important to you. So now we're going to talk a little bit about computer configuration. And this is, again, this is based off of the Twitch um, website. Okay. And so you'll keep in mind that the studio minimum requirements, this is, you could take a screenshot of this, is the absolute minimum in order to be able to stream. So it's very, very minimum. The recommended specifications is also fairly minimum. Now, it depends also on what it is you are streaming. For example, if you are playing games, you definitely want to have um, a nicer graphics card, which is a GPU. You want to utilize, I would say, depending on the game, it really depends. So I suggest more than 8 gigs of RAM. Um, the 8th thread Intel and AMD is fine, but you want to have a good graphics card. That's where you want to focus your, you know, your income, your not income, your budget. If you're putting budget into this, if you're just streaming. A you're just doing chatting, you're not going to be playing games, you have a camera and you're building, you may not need to have a real souped up gaming computer. But if you think you will be doing some gaming and you want to have more opportunity to upgrade, I would consider getting a desktop and really focusing on graphics card quality and GPU. Now, I'm absolutely happy to, if you have questions about, what type of graphics card is good for certain types of gaming, I can help you with that as well. But we'll take care of that later in the question and answer part. So communication, this is really important because, you need to make sure that people know your streaming. You need to make sure you can communicate with them. You want to get that social media working for you. And so Discord is an excellent channel to use as, an offline chat solution, because it is a place that isn't game centric. Doesn't focus on just a certain game. Like, like Minecraft or just Roblox or Fortnite. So it's all around, and there are you can create a channel that is geared towards a specific game. You can create a channel that is open to various types of people, and people can subscribe to it. So you can send out a notice, and everybody in your all of your followers will get the notice that you're going to be live. Now, I also highly recommend utilizing Twitch notifications if you have a Facebook, Twitter account as well. There are notifications that are kind of like that you can actually connect to your Twitch account so that it just automatically shoots out a post. So that's really a great resource. And then you also want to think about having a moderator or two or three or five. And that's really important because a moderator is going to help you behind the scenes. So while you're streaming, while you're talking, while you're doing what you're playing, your moderators are going to help you to take care of the chat, and they're going to help you with all the kind of more of the behind the scenes stuff. Now, I am one of the moderators for Soldier Boy 26's stream, and I get to take a look and see what's happening on the chat. Is it respectful? He has a very very family friendly screen stream, and so we got to keep an eye out for things that are inappropriate, swearing, some people that are disrespecting other followers, disrespecting him. And so I have an opportunity to take those uh, comments out of the chat. I can um, we'll get into a little bit more of what other types of things later, but you really want to find somebody that, as you're streaming, somebody that shows up regularly, that's there, pretty much every stream, that's an active participant, that's chatting while you're playing, while you're talking, that's communicating, someone who understands and respects your rules, what kind of channel you have, what kind of what's acceptable, what's not, what kind of behavior is really appreciated within the chat and within the gameplay. If you are doing uh, playing with your followers, someone that you trust, that you know is not going to post something weird, that's not going to um, troll your followers, somebody, hopefully somebody that has some experience, that's always very helpful, because they know what to do and will be professional and not easily upset. Now, that's also a really important quality for you as a streamer if this is something that you want to do, because um, you know, people will people are when they're behind a screen of you can't see them, you can't talk to them. They'll sometimes will chat things that are inappropriate, that are frustrating. You ask them to stop and they don't. So you have to be able to be calm, not get crazy, not get angry, not alienate um, your followers. So it's very important that you can stay composed. So now there's some things behind the scenes that are really important, that can really be helpful to you, and that's these bots. So they're virtual assistants, and a couple of I would say Nightbot is the absolute most popular, most valuable. It helps you can create some custom commands, and it also allows you to, it kind of takes a lot of the work off of you. And so you can create, say, like a greeting or an icebreaker, or things that when somebody joins the stream, it just pops up and tells you welcome, to that new viewer. If somebody follows, clicks the follow button, somebody subscribes, that kind of thing. If somebody wants to put your stream on in the background and they want you to know I'm here, I'm listening, but I'm going to come and go, I'm not really going to participate. Lurk is a great command. Gamer tag. So for example, somebody says, "Oh, can I play with you?" And you can post your gamer tag so that um, or you can create a command for your gamer tag so that they can just type in, your, like, for example, on Roblox, if they want to join you on a Roblox game, you can type exclamation mark Roblox, or one of your moderators can, and it'll give the gamer tag. Or if they want to know your Instagram, or you want to give a shout out to somebody who has donated, things like that. So you can do self promotions with these as well, with these virtual assistants. So, like, for example, if you have a YouTube channel, you can promote that. If you have um, various um, like Amazon wish list, you can promote that. And then there's a Twitch creator dashboard as well. um, so that is basically where you go in and you can create all of these. You can actually set it up. It's kind of like your settings. So this is a great thing for you. I don't, I had a picture, but I wanted to keep this a little bit smaller. So we're going to move on. And so here's some software helpers. So now the main one is going to be OBS, which is Streamlabs open broadcaster software. Now, this is what's really going to allow you to stream. This is the one. We're going to get into this in a little bit more detail in the next slide. Another type of helper is going to be um, analytics and statistics. Now, this is really important for you in your stream, and then also in looking at creating a channel, because it's going to help you to understand what's out there, what's popular, what time of day is most popular for certain types of streamers, what days of the week um, are you getting the most viewers? When are you getting most subscribers? How many subscribers? What your rate of growth is? So the analytics is really going to help you to see how you're doing, how what happened in a certain month. You can see, oh my God, I decided to um, stream less, and did that lower my rate of followers? Or what if I stream for 3 hours versus 2 or 12 hours, depending on what you're able to do? And how does that help? Do I get more streamers? More followers? Or does it not affect it? So it really helps you to understand and look at what is the optimal way for you to um, achieve your goals. Okay. So now we're going to talk about kind of the look of your channel. And the picture here is actually a template that I think you can purchase. They're all over the web, but you can do it yourself. You can create your own info panel. And if you look at the bottom, it says hardware, about me, YouTube, Instagram, rules, things like that. That is really what's going to be in your info panel. Your info panel is really just about your people that are browsing um, to get to know you. Like, what is this streamer all about? So for example, if you are you know using um, you know a hardcore gaming computer, your streamers are going to want to know what it is, because they maybe want to emulate that. You can put that in hardware. About me, you want to talk about yourself, because You want something that draws somebody in to watch, to tune in to your stream. Um, the other thing that's really, really, I think, important that's actually not on this picture is your schedule. Because if you have a schedule that's just like, oh, whenever I feel like it, I'm just going to jump on when I can, people don't know. And yes, you may send out notifications, but they actually, if you have a set schedule, it's you get more loyal followers. You get more people that you see every day come and join. So it's really important that you list when it is, because people may not want to follow you until they've actually joined your stream. And so if you list your schedule, they'll be able to say, oh, you know what? Soldier Boy 26 is going to start streaming in an hour. So I'm going to go take a look at that because he streams Roblox and I love Roblox and I play Roblox. So I'm going to join and maybe I get to play with him. Wouldn't that be cool? Overlays. Overlays are things that are going to show on screen as you're streaming. There are things that will talk about statistics. They'll talk about like how many. They'll show how many subscribers you have, show how much money you've raised, how many bits, which we'll talk about in a bit. And then there's emotes, and these are things that you can use in the chat. And these are things that you can provide um, to your viewers or your followers or your subscribers. We'll get into that in a bit in a minute. Um, and you'll see the bottom left corner. That is, oops, sorry. Let me go back. That is Soldier Boy 26's emote that he had created. Some of these other ones you might recognize. Does anybody recognize any of these? Uh, about any of these? Recognize any of these emotes? Anyone? No. Okay. All right. So we're going to move on. All right. First time streaming. Okay. This is just, some basic information just to think about, okay, what can I do my first time? So you want to interact with your chat as much as possible because that is the most engaging way to actually draw in your viewers. Also, inviting your friends, saying, "Okay, I'm going to start. Please come join me because I haven't done this before. I need your support. I need your help. Come hang out with me. We're going to play. We're going to talk. Have a subject to talk about. Write a few things down that you want to talk about, whether it's gaming, whether it's your life right now, whether it's things that you're really frustrated about or excited about. You want to talk about Christmas, you want to talk about the holidays, you want to talk about whatever. You could talk about Twitch, you could talk about different streamers that you enjoy watching and why you like watching. And also talk even if there's no one there or no one chatting, because that's the kind of thing that's going to help you get better. It's going to help you to feel more confident, more comfortable, more it's an opportunity for practice. And I know people who have started streaming and there's nobody there day in, day out. They're still doing it. And then all of a sudden, one person shows up, they tell somebody, another person shows up. And that you've had the opportunity to practice your banter, your interactions. You practice your ability to multitask, to be able to do different things at a time, even if there's one person following but they're not chatting, and you can just really practice that skill. After your stream, you want to do some social media shout outs. You want to, thank you so much for joining me, blah, 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 or for, all the different people that maybe subscribed during your stream. You can do a rerun in case you missed it. Stream. You can, if you had a particularly exciting stream that was really great, you had I know Soldier Boy 26 does some build battles and contests and things like that. And that's a great rerun opportunity. And you can post things. You can um, post to YouTube. You can put your content on demand. So either on Twitch or on YouTube, your whole stream. Or you can also create a highlight clip. So um, Twitch has a great resource where you can actually just create right in Twitch. And you can, some really funny clips that you think people will like, uh, you're able to post right on your Twitch channel. And then also, people sometimes want to talk about, like, how can you make money? Are you able to earn a living? Can you actually, be a professional uh, Twitch streamer and earn a living? And you can. It's hard, it's a lot of work, and it requires a lot of dedication. So, just to talk about two kind of steps to being that Twitch streamer that actually is able to quit a job or really devote uh, their time, full time. So the affiliate streamer is somebody who's been streaming and they have reached 50 followers. 50 people have said, "Yes, I want to get notifications when you're going live. I want to, hear, I want to be part of your community." They have streamed for at least 8 hours and on 7 different days. And then for this is for the month. This is for the entire month. And then they'll average of 3 viewers per stream. So you have to be able to average at least 3 viewers. And I think that's the one because it can fluctuate. But as soon as you get a loyal following, um, it's this is something that you can reach. There's some really good benefits. There's you can create emotes, like I showed you in one of the previous slides. You have sub badges, so that's subscriber badges. So when somebody subscribes your stream, it means they're actually creating a monthly, I'd say, support. It's a way to support your streamer or be supported. Um, and that allows viewers to pay. There are different tiers, but generally speaking, tier one is $5, $4.99, and a portion of that actually goes to the streamer. So you can create a badge, uh, and you are able to get subscribers. You can make money off of that. Bits, which is you're as a Twitch um, follower, as somebody with an account and watching a stream, you're able to accumulate bits and actually buy them. Sometimes bits are actually given to people when they watch ads, and then you can give them to any streamer you like. You can also purchase them, and it's basically like just throwing pennies at the streamer. Um, and then there's also tips or donations. So most of the streamers out there have some kind of link on their info page that directs followers to a PayPal or some kind of account where people can make donations to help the stream be better. Whether it's for equipment, whether it's to help the streamer have more ability to stream, so they don't have to work as hard on their day jobs, so they can actually stream more. It's just another way to support. Then we have the Twitch partner. Now that's definitely takes uh, a lot more hustle, a lot more commitment. You need to stream for 25 hours during the month. You need to stream for at least 12 different days, and you have to have an average of 75 viewers per stream. So that's definitely putting you up a notch, where you are consistent, you are, you have your loyal following, um, and the benefits are you are able to receive advertising revenue. You have control over ads that you're um, uh, showing. You also have user controlled video quality. So users can make changes in the quality of the video that's coming to them based on what it is the equipment that they're looking at and they're watching on. You get more and different types of emotes and sub badges. You have an opportunity to archive your past broadcasts for a longer period of time, and then you also can make more money. You have a larger payout from Twitch. Um, you know, Actually, I'm going to go back. Another thing to mention is that the you're also able to get in any of these, even if you're an affiliate, um, or a partner, you're able to receive benefits from companies. So there are affiliate programs for different companies. Again, I'm going to use Soldier Boy 26 as an example. He has an affiliate, he's an affiliate with Fiverr, which is a company that helps to promote people's side businesses. So whether you want different graphics for something for your channel, you can utilize somebody's expertise to get something done. You want help. I know there are actually Fiverr people who will help you with your gameplay on different platforms, and they will teach you how to be a better gamer. And he every time he puts his link up and somebody uses it, he gets a share of it. So that's an affiliation. You can also become a what's the word a you can I can't remember the word support. It's what is it? Oh well, I'm gonna move on. Um, it'll come back to me. But I'm going to go on to show you three different profiles of different types of streamers, because you have to understand that there are streamers out there that are very, very um, well known and popular, and you don't have to be them. You don't have to be that kind of streamer. Um, so let's take a look. So, of course, my friend Soldier Boy 26, my favorite streamer, he is on the affiliate level. He streams off of an Xbox. Generally speaking, his content is Roblox or Minecraft. He has, as of I think a couple days ago, 527 followers. He's been really streaming properly since June, since COVID kind of kicked in, and his the amount of followers he's gotten has exponentially risen since then. It's been really great. He generally has an average of 6 viewers per stream, but sometimes, he can go up to 11. Sometimes it's just a couple. But and he's been he's streamed a total of 132 hours. Okay, so it gives you an idea of what you can accomplish with this type of um, equipment, with this type of content, with the amount of hours he puts in. He was streaming every day for many months, and then kind of brought it down to 3 days a week. And you have to be really, really realistic about what's going to be your ability to stream, how much you're going to be able to stream. You have to be able to focus on your schoolwork. You have to be able to focus on your responsibilities in your family. And so you want to be able to be flexible and you want to be able to be, but try to be as consistent as possible. So if it's not realistic that you stream 3 hours, 7 days a week, don't do it because it's important that you maintain your own life outside of it as well. Okay. So next we're gonna have we have Tanisha Hogan. Now she is primarily Minecraft. She's a streamer that is on a PC. She has 10,000 followers. She's been streaming properly since about April, and she generally has a, a viewer. She streams has about 92 average viewers, and she's streamed a lot longer than Soldier Boy 26. She's streamed for 573 hours. She generally speaking has 3 hours blocks of time that she streams. And so, I don't think it's every day. Um, and she is, um, does some fun Minecraft stuff that will kind of bring in more people because of her ability to play with viewers, and that is a limitation that Soldier Boy 26 has, in that on his Xbox there are certain games that he cannot actually play, and certain content that he can't play with viewers. But his focus is really on connecting and community. And he has a very strong community in Discord. Now, Tanisha has a good community as well. She does talk to people on her stream. She has quite a few. She has some moderators, and but she is not as interactive as say Soldier Boy 26 is because she has so many viewers, and so she doesn't may not know them all personally, whereas Soldier Boy 26 can really have that personal connection with each and every follower on his stream. And he does a lot of offline gaming with people and chatting, and is able to really connect with people, and has been able to really help young people that are struggling through COVID. And so, again, if you feel like you have something to offer with your level of support and empathy, it can be very, very helpful to your gamers. And you'll see here, like Tanisha, she's ranked number 21 792 21,792 out of all Twitch streamers. Okay, but she's doing pretty well. You know, she's still doing well, but that's a pretty high, pretty kind of 21,000. That's a lot of people that are ranked higher than her. So keep in mind that it's it can be a slog, but it also depends on what your goal is. If your goal is just to really enjoy yourself, then don't worry about that. Okay, last one is somebody that I think most people who are out there in gaming have heard of, whether it's on Twitch, whether it's on YouTube. My kids are 11, and I know all about Dan T. Dan. He's a partner. He obviously uses PC. I've seen him do lots of stuff on VR, not necessarily on Twitch, but on YouTube. He does a lot of Fortnite, Minecraft, Among Us. He has 761 thousand followers. He's been streaming a long time on Twitch. He's been streaming not about a year, but he's been doing YouTube videos for a very long time. So his average viewer per stream is, over 3,000. So that's good. He's making some money. He's streamed 377 hours. Not a lot of hours, but he also has that following from years of being on YouTube. You can see here he's ranked 581. You know, there are other streamers that have had like a crazy amount of success, like Tommy Innit, who I think is number 4, and he has just gotten, some real um, insane success, and he's definitely able at this point to earn a living off of streaming. But keep in mind that his interaction with the chat is going to be really, really limited. And so again, if you're really just interested in the ability to influence people, to play, to entertain people, but you don't need that social interaction between you and your followers and your viewers, then you can move towards that, and you can focus on really upping your game in some of these esport games that are very popular. But if you're really focused on really wanting to find a platform to connect with people, to help people, to support them, to share a cause, to share a love of something, even if it's something that's not a lot of people are interested in, then go with that. Because because there are pros and cons of each type of streamer, and you really want to make sure that you're happy doing this because you're spending time doing this. And so we're almost done. I have one more slide, and it's really just about Twitch etiquette, because this is important. And any Twitch streamer out there, or any mod out there, anybody who has experience, or even just watches streamers, kind of has a sense. But one of the main things is you don't want to go and jump on someone else's stream and start promoting your own stream. I'm going live in 10 minutes. I'm going live, because you're really pulling streamers from them. One thing that you can do is um, you can raid streamers. You can take your entire stream if you have a good amount of people, and just jump into someone else's stream, bring your followers, and that's going to help somebody else um, be with their analytics, with their amount of um, followers, being aware of you, and being aware of them. So it's really something that you can do. You can, hopefully people will do it back to you. Don't talk trash, or put down the game that the streamer's playing. Okay. Fortnite, that's dead. Or why are you doing this? You're horrible at this game. If you're typing in the chat, you don't want to do that. Don't spew hate, fight with, or put down followers. Many many Twitch streamers have rules, and you want to be able to follow them. A lot of them have the rules in their info panel, and they'll tell you no racist remarks, no homophobic remarks, no swearing. Some say light swearing is okay depending on gameplay. Sometimes it's hard. um, you also want to listen to if you're just joining somebody else's stream, you want to listen to the streamer and the mods when they tell you something, or they want to you know, uh, say that's not appropriate. I don't like that, or let's change the subject if it's something that's kind of crazy and you want to keep the mood light. Also you can ask questions if you're uncertain about how to comment. Like sometimes people want to post a link in the chat, but as a streamer, if you have that uh, so that they get banned or they get timed out, then you want to know about that, and you want to make sure people know that if they post a link, they will get timed out. So again, it's just kind of etiquette and good um, good manners, basically. And so the next thing that I would love to do is I would love to take some questions. And again, if that's something that I can't answer, my friend Harvey or Soldier Boy will be able to jump in as well if if you like, or if you want to ask him about what it's like to be a streamer. I'm sure he would be happy to answer that. So, does anybody have anything that they want to ask or share or say?
Okay, so I think we have a question from Lux. He's asking,
Mhm.
how old do you need to be to start a YouTube channel?
You need to be 13. 13 years old. Yeah. It is basically an honor system. You put in your age when you're creating your account or your birthday, and I I don't advocate not putting in the correct birthday. You don't want it to come back and and hurt you in the future. So I do recommend that you wait until you're 13 to do it if you're under that.
Awesome. And students, if you have any questions, you can click on the raise hand icon and maybe we can unmute your mic or you can type your questions in chat. Me personally, I really enjoyed today's topic because I play professionally for a team in Southeast Asia. I play Valorant, which is kind of getting popular now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I invested a lot in like creating my streaming setup. So I'm thinking of starting Twitch pretty soon. So this
Nice.
was really informative and really cool to see. Yeah, we have a couple of tournaments coming up. So my teammates have been
Nice.
encouraging me to start streaming. So that kind of gets the name of our team up a little bit. So
Yeah.
this is really good.
That's awesome. That's
Hmm.
invite me. I'd love to see it
For sure.
if you do
Yeah,
that.
so Valorant has this international like series called First Strike. So it
Mhm.
first was for North America and currently the European one and the Korean one is underway. So soon they'll have one for Southeast Asia where teams from like countries like Singapore, India and all
Yeah.
can participate. So we'll be there. And we'll
Nice.
probably be live on Twitch too because Riot Games has their own, the owner behind Valorant, the
Right.
makers of Valorant. So they have their own Twitch channel, and usually I see like 50, 60K viewers on it whenever they have these live matches going on. So it should be exciting.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So I had another question. Maybe our students would want to know more about this as well. So, like if somebody wants to start streaming, maybe if they do not have an Xbox or a PS, or if they have like a
Mhm.
low-end laptop or a
Mhm.
PC, like how much would one need to invest to get started?
That's actually a great question. I do um, I would say you probably don't need to invest too much because the absolute, like I said, the absolute minimum um, type of PC or Xbox. I would say a couple $100. I feel like you can stream off of an like a mobile device, but I'm not 100%. Yeah, is that true? I think you
Um,
can.
yeah, I think maybe not for Twitch, but Facebook and YouTube for
Yes,
sure like allows
yes,
for mobile
yes,
devices to stream. So
yes, yes. Actually, yes, that's true. And as you mentioned, I didn't go into other platforms, but yes, there is definitely live streaming on Facebook, on TikTok. It there are a lot of all the social media outlets definitely have live streaming. And that's I mean, I feel like that's a really great way to just kind of start and get your feet wet, because it may be a little bit more difficult with doing gaming. But if you just want to kind of talk about what's going on, or you want to share something that's like in the moment.
Hmm.
Last night I had five fire trucks here. There was a fire in the garage of my building, and my daughter was like, "Oh, I wish I could live stream this because I wanted to show people what's going on here." And so, uh, but she ended up getting banned because she's not 13 on
Okay.
TikTok. So
Well, a good rule
a
to
good a
follow.
good rule to follow. Yes, exactly. So, but that's another great way to just kind of start. If you're
Absolutely.
entering. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people stream games like PUBG Mobile and Call of Duty Mobile on
Oh,
their
great.
mobile devices, like even tablets. I think they allow for that, provided
Awesome.
they're powerful enough. So I think it's a good way to get started if somebody's starting to look into streaming.
Yes, fantastic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and that's definitely, I just was focusing on Twitch right now, but there, yes, and that might be another future session. So,
Absolutely. I mean, there's
yeah.
other platforms like Mixer and
Yes.
there's YouTube, Facebook Live. So
Yeah.
lots of options out there for sure.
Yes. Yes.
And yeah, this is definitely something that people can get into. And I think Lux has a question. Lux, do you want to ask your question? I can unmute your mic.
Yeah. So like, if you do you have to do you have to like download Twitch if you wanna live stream from a mobile device, or do you have to like can you just use on a web?
I think Lux, if you want to start streaming on an iPad or a mobile device, there are certain softwares that kind of let you turn on your game and they like connect to your Twitch account. So you can have both running at the same time.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. And also I have another question. Is Twitch money?
Does it cost, you mean?
Yeah, does it cost? Yeah.
No,
No,
it's
it's
free.
free to get
It's free?
started. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And do you never mind.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for your questions, Lux.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
great.
think we can start concluding today's session now.
Yeah.
And absolutely fantastic session today, Katie. I really
Thank
enjoyed
you.
it.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm trying to get started with streaming on Twitch myself, so this was really
Yeah.
informative. I have
Fantastic.
streamed on YouTube before, but it wasn't as it's not as niche, you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
Twitch is for sure like gamer centric. And considering like if I'm playing at the professional level, I think it's more suited to what I'm doing currently. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean, before we close the session today, I'd like to talk a bit more about the Innovator program. Apart from the STEAM-oriented curriculum in our one-to-one private sessions and classroom sessions, we also offer private and expert sessions, college admissions counseling, and resume writing. We also guide and provide public speaking opportunities. We already have our art series and our video creation series that have started as far as the weekend sessions are concerned. And in a nutshell, this is what our Innovator program offers. Other than the weekend group sessions that are going on right now, we also have industry expert sessions, one-to-one sessions, and the video making course. And shortly, we plan on starting a creative writing course, so be on the lookout for that. And again, thank you for such an amazing session, Katie. This was really fantastic. And thank you, students, for taking this opportunity to connect with us and see what live streaming is all about. And if you have any questions or concerns, you can write to us directly at inquiry@moonshotjr.com. And I think that's about it. Thank you, everyone, for attending today's session, and we'll close it for today. Thank you, everyone.